Now, we're going back to Daniel chapter number 8. Let's go back to Daniel chapter number 8, which is a beautiful chapter that's going to explain to us how this Antichrist gets his power and how do he rule in the temple of God as God. Now, no true Hebrew would let that happen because they believe in the Ten Commandments. They believe that you ain't supposed to have no other gods besides the Most High Yah. You ain't supposed to make nothing. You ain't supposed to bow down to nothing. You ain't supposed to put no other God before the true Elohim himself. That's what a true Hebrew person would believe. So if he tried to come in the temple of God, they would say, you can't come in. But because Esau's in the land, and he's representing, and he's going to be the vicar to let him in. Because he's playing Israel. And Israel is worried about the Arabs, because there's so many of them, that they're going to make a deal that you can come in as long as you make these Arabs behave. And he's going to have power to make them Arabs over there with brown skin. He's going to make them take their rump somewhere and sit down with his powerful army. Now let's go back to Daniel chapter number 8, verse number, let's look at the verse where he cast the truth to the ground. I think that was 8 and 8, ain't it?
I think you mean 7, right?
You that right?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, what was that? Where he cast the truth to the ground?
I think that's 7.
7, yes, verse 7. Let's read that first so we can give our people to understand what's going on. Now remember, Daniel's prophesying of him in the book of Daniel, chapter number 8.
I think it's
that he's going to be a very smart businessman. This guy's going to be the best you ever seen. Nobody's going to be able to handle money like he handles money. Because he's going to be Satan's son, predicted. And God's son is Yahshua the Messiah, who we call Jesus. Satan's son is Antichrist sitting in the temple of God as God. See? Now let's read verse 7 first.
Well, it's actually verse 12. Oh, okay.
Verse 12.
And a host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression, and it cast down the truth to the ground, and it practiced and prospered.
Now they cast the truth on the ground. See, the truth is not on the throne. It's on the ground. And I'm picking it up off the ground, trying to establish it back on the throne. The truth on the ground. They cast the truth to the ground and took a lie, a Sunday lie, and practiced and prospered. It's prosperity in white religion. It's a multi-billion-dollar business selling crosses of a man with only a little wrapping around his waist is a multi-business. It took the truth to the ground and took a lie, a Sunday lie, and prospered. Sunday religion is prosperity. Look at T.J. Jackson, all these guys. Clifford Dollar and all the rest of them. these guys never would have got rich. But they take Sunday religion and sell it to dumb black folk. See, because black folk don't know who they are, so they're so glad to hear something about Jesus. What Jesus you talking about? They ain't talking about somebody. The minute they start saying something that Jesus is a black man, they ain't gonna be on no television. So the white folks gonna take them off. See, they took the truth and threw it to the ground. And they took a Sunday lie along with some pork chops from a hog and made up a new religion. And we love religion so much that we worship in the truth that we ain't worship the truth that was cast to the ground. We worship the truth that they took a lie and prospered with it. I'm out here picking up the truth off the ground, trying to establish it back on the throne. Read that verse one more time, Rick, what they did.
And a host was given him against the daily sacrifice by reason of transgression.
Now let me pause. When we transgress against the Most High, then they took the truth that we had from us and they cast it to the ground, and then they took their Sunday lie and put it in the place of the 7-day Sabbath and prospered. And you can't tell me that Sunday religion is not prosperity. You know, good old dollar say, I got 25 million. Jake say, I got millions on top of millions. Well, how'd you get it? I told a bunch of black folks a Sunday lie that the law was done away with, and he brought me money. That's how we got it. Well, how'd you get it? Big time Billy Graham, some of you big-time white preachers. I told a Sunday lie. And my white folks that I told that Jesus was white. And I know he wasn't white because I went to the seminary and I read the whole Bible like Bishop Campbell did. But I told them that Jesus was a white man. And that made them feel good, and they brought me some money, and that's the reason I'm rich. That's what they did with the truth. They cast it on the ground. Now, who picking it up? Well, I'm picking it up. I hope I can get some more pickups. The Most High told me that the harvest is plentiful, but the labors are few. I need some more laborers that'll come and help me pick this truth up from the ground and establish it back, which is the 10 Commandments and the Black Messiah. That's what they throw that to the ground. Yeah. Now I need some more of you brothers and sisters out there, black and white, who love Jesus, to help me pick the truth up off the ground and establish it back. Because what they began to use after they took the truth to the ground, they took a lie, a Sunday lie and a white Jesus. And both black and white became prosperous with that lie. And then Jesus told the ones like me, fear not, little flock, for God is going to give you the kingdom in the future. Not right now. You're going to get it in the future. But go on to work now, and whatsoever is right, I'll pay. Now, that's what they did with the truth. Now, read on down what we said. Now we go into verse 20, verse 20, start at verse 21 now. So we're dealing with this thing, that the truth been cast to the ground. That's what it said. Now read it for yourself. Because when we transgressed the Most High, He took it in the hands of them, and they weren't going to promote no black Messiah, because that would give us in captivity, that'll build our self-esteem, knowing that Master is serving somebody that looked like me, even though I'm a slave. So they took and made a white man Jesus, and they showed me a white Jesus, and they wouldn't let my daddy talk to me, who knew the real Jesus. So I've been worshiping some white religion all my life. That's what you've been worshiping. You ain't never been worshiping Jesus. You've been worshiping what they did when they cast the truth to the ground. You know, they ain't going to give you no black Messiah. That'll build your self-esteem. You'll quit being a Negro then. You'll quit acting like a heathen and somebody don't know what you're doing. You love white Jesus. You don't love black Jesus. You love Master Jesus. Master, who is Jesus? Come here, Robert. I'm going to take you in the house and show you Jesus. You're going to take me in there and show a picture of some white man. Oh, Master, he looks just like you. He's got blue eyes. He got long hair like you got. Yeah, that's the real Jesus. Well, can we serve him? Yes, you can serve him, but don't read too much. Come on now. They gave you a lie, and you've been had it for 400 years. They cannot afford to tell you the truth. You're too strong. You're too dominating. They give you a chance with the truth, and you just take over. Everything they ever give you, you just excel to the top. They put a basketball in your hand, and you just took the whole thing over. Just dumping and carrying on, just doing all kind of tricks with the ball. He became the gold trotters. And we got to keep these boys in shape. They got to keep us down. They got to keep us down because we're so powerful. They got to keep us down. They can't let you get no education like I'm trying to teach you. They don't mind you getting their education because then you're going to do what they want you to do anyway because you're going to have their knowledge. But they don't want you with this kind of knowledge I'm talking about because that's going to make you 10 times smarter than them. Because then you're going to know where they came from and who taught them what they know. The mark of the beast is here now. If you're a Sunday worship, you already got the mark, but you didn't get it all. You didn't volunteer to get it, so God going to give you a chance to hear the two witnesses first, hoping that you'll give up the mark and go back to the truth that was cast to the ground. That's when they send the two witnesses, come out of my people. As long as you say in that Sunday church, you already got the mark of the beast. But you don't, you just chose it because you didn't know no better. So God gonna send the two witnesses to tell you the whole truth, and then He's gonna ask you to give up what you learned in these white churches and go back to your Messiah. And then when you go back to your Messiah, you're gonna keep His 10 Commandments and His holy days. And then you're going to know who you are, because God going to put His sign in your forehead. See, Satan's sign is on you now, but it can't stick until you volunteer accept it. That's the mark of the beast. Now let's go. Now we're going over here. They said that read on Rick in verse 21, 22, 23. Then I'm going to Revelation and close this out. We're dealing with the mark of the beast. Now you remember what I'm telling you. Remember this what I'm teaching you. Paul said, remember what I'm telling you. You got to know who's in Jerusalem. They all teaching the mark of the beast, but none of them know what they're doing because they don't know who's occupying Jerusalem. None of them. You can't find one. Armstrong, Billy Graham, I don't care who they are. They can't do it until they find out who's in Jerusalem. That's the key to it. That's the key to the mark of the beast. You can't get it until you find out who's occupying where the beast want to go.
Mm-hmm.
All of them, none of them know what they're talking about. None of them, don't ask me which one. All of them is dumb that go to church on Sunday concerning the mark of the beast. Anybody believe in Sunday religion cannot understand the mark of the beast. Because they're going to always recognize the people in Jerusalem as being the true Hebrew family. Oh, boy, where in the world you get this job, huh? Who gave you this job? Now, we get ready to go to Revelation, but I want you to read the verse 21, 22, 23. Now, we got to move fast, Rick, because they get where their patience is really short in a way. And especially teaching something like I'm teaching now, they ain't going to have too much time with me. So let's move on fast. We're in Daniel chapter number 8. We found out in Daniel chapter number 8, they cast the truth to the ground and took a lie and prospered. What the lie they took was Sunday as the Lord's day and a Caucasian Jesus as the right Jesus. That's the lie that Satan sold to him. And that the Jews in Jerusalem, so-called Jews that's in Jerusalem, is the real Jews. Oh, they got that lie, they can't go no further. They got to drop that lie. Now, the two witnesses is going to require them to drop that lie. Because they're going to say, come out of her mouth, people who told you the lie, who took the lie from after he dropped the truth to the ground and set up the lie. He said, well, come away from her. Who taught you the lie, baby? They can't teach the mark of the beast. All you're going to do is get dumber if you listen to anybody that go to church on Sunday teaching the mark of the beast. You're going to get dumber. You ain't going to know what's happening. It's going to come on you like a thief in the night. I don't care who you are, black or white. If you keep listening to anybody talking about the mark of the beast that go to church on Sunday, you are deceived. That's when God said, I got to send the two witnesses to tell the people that come out of her Sunday lie and a white Jesus service, man. Now, I guarantee you ain't going to learn it till you get rid of that. Now, that's the truth. I'm reading it to you. They cast the truth to the ground and profit with a lie. How can you profit with something that's on the ground? Things on the ground get dirty. You don't want no money on the ground. You may pick it up. But you rather have fresh money out the bank than it on the ground. You don't go on the ground trying to find no money. You go to the bank or to your job. Now, read it, Rick, out loud. Let's move real fast because it's going on now, and I don't want to hold them too much longer. I got to get the revelation in a hurry.
And the rough goat is the king of Gracia, and the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king. Now that being broken, whereas 4 stood up for it, 4 kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. And in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. That was 23.
Read on now. Come on. You at 22?
That's 23.
I had 24. Read 24, then I'm going to Revelation 13.
And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people.
There you go. Now he gonna prosper with that Sunday lie, and he gonna destroy many people who that's gonna believe that he is the God he say he is. Now I ain't got time to really explain it to you real good down your 8, but I'm gonna do it another time. I'm gonna bring you back and I'm gonna get to you real good. Chapter number 8. Now let me come over here. Let's run to Revelation chapter number 11. Chapter number 11, Revelation. And then I'm going to go over here to, well, let's make it different. Let's go fast. I have to give you that later. But that's the 2 witnesses. Now, what they preaching? Revelation 18. That's where I want to go, because they're going to tell you what they preaching. Revelation 18:4. Revelation 18:4, the beast power. This is what the 2 witnesses are saying. Now, the 2 witnesses is on their way. They come before the beast gets started to get you out of the beast situation. Revelation 18:4. This is what the 2 witnesses are saying.
And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
There you go. She took the truth, cast it to the ground, took and prospered with that lie, with that Sunday lie, and that white Jesus. Now the 2 witnesses are telling everybody, come out of her, my people. Get rid of that doctrine. Come out of this woman, which is the Babylon, that done took the truth and cast it to the ground, and took a lie and made you prosper. See, she the one that is the church, the Sunday church. Anytime you see woman, you're talking about the church. Anytime you see beast, you're talking about a man. Talking about government. Beast is government. Woman is the false church. There's 2 women. The real woman is the New Testament church, who is Mary. the mother of Jesus. The other woman is a woman that took the truth that they cast to the ground and left it on the ground and took a lie and prospered. And the two witnesses telling you to come out and get rid of that doctrine, because you're going to end up suffering the plagues that she's going to receive herself. Now, oh boy. Now we go real quick. Now, one more time, I want you to get this good. Now remember, they took the truth, cast it to the ground. They took a lie and prospered. That's the reason Sunday religion is so prosperous. If you want to prosper real good, get you a Sunday church and teach the people that Sunday's the Lord's Day, and get you a picture of a white so-called Jesus and put him in there, and you start prospering. You start prospering. People start coming. They'll start giving money. They'll start paying tithes, and you be prosperous. You will be very prosperous. You have things to go your way. Now, the two witnesses coming on the scene, and they're saying, look, come out of her, my people, because she's been deceiving you with this European religion. See, that's what the two witness job is. To get you to come out of these Sunday churches and leave this whore church alone who has deceived you with Sunday worship. That's the Catholic Church did that to you. They know Jesus Christ is a black Messiah. They even worship the Pope, go back there and worship the black Messiah and the black Virgin Mary too. He got both of them in the back room. The one here in Cincinnati gave me the book. I got a book. I told myself, man, come on, I know you got the real Jesus book. He gave me a book with Peter and all a bunch of white folks as if for 12 apostles. I said, man, I don't want this stuff. Give me the one with the black Messiah and the black Virgin Mary. So he said, well, and I stretched him out. He said, he went back there and got it. He said, I said, you don't owe me nothing. Just get out of here. You know what I mean? So I got it. You know, they got it too. All you do is go to one of these Catholic churches and put a little pressure on them. They know the truth. They hold the truth in unrighteousness. Now the two witnesses coming on the scene, and they coming pretty quick. Maybe in the next 4 years you'll see the two witnesses. And they're going to be telling you to come out of this stuff because we headed for the mark of the beast. And once you take the mark, if you take the mark and volunteer taking it, then you're going to drink the blood of a dead man. But most of you all got the mark anyway, but you didn't take it willingly. It was just deceived upon you. Because everybody that goes to a Sunday church has the mark of the beast already. You know, if you're on a highway on vacation and it's Sunday morning, well, how you know a church? The way you're going to know it's the church is that you're going to see a cross up in the air. And you're going to say, that's the church over there. Now, it may be First Baptist, it may be Presbyterian or whatever, but you're going to follow the cross. Now, there ain't no cross up there. You're going to ride on looking for a cross so to find a church. Now, you ain't going to never be able to find a Sabbath day church because they don't put no crosses up. So you're going to ride right by maybe a nice 7-day church because they don't put crosses up. Sunday worship is the cross. You know what I mean? That mark, that's the mark that lets you know there's a church going on in that building because of the cross up there. See, I'm going to teach you more at another time. You done been with me long enough. But come out of her, my people, and next time I come back, I'll be strictly in Revelation for you, but I had to let you see the background of the mark of the beast. And you can't learn it until you know who's in Jerusalem. And I told you in Jerusalem, according to St. Luke 21:14, 21:24, that is a bunch of Gentiles who call themselves Jews. See you next time. Thank you for listening.